let's go back. Let's talk about Kiss. So, yes. How many times have you seen Kiss?
I've never been to a concert in my life.
Okay. All right. Then how is your relationship with Kiss?
I was there to make them comfortable.
Okay.
And so I took care of them on a special floor. And I don't mean take care of them that way, people. The one thing I really liked about them was that they were perfect gentlemen. Oh my God, Paul Stanley. Shyest thing ever. I am trying to get him to speak up and talk to me. I'm like, what? I can't hear you.
So this is pre-show, or is this for some sort of other event?
Well, they were doing shows or whatever it was that they were doing.
Are they maked up? Are they full makeup, or are they out of makeup?
Oh, out of makeup, just casual.
So they're out of makeup. There, it's more casual. Well, because you have to sometimes explain when people have the interaction with Kiss.
Yeah, that's
true. Are we talking about Kiss in the bat costume, or are we talking about Kiss when they're freewheeling it, where you don't half the world won't recognize them
in their home environment, I should say.
Gotcha. Casual environment.
And just while they were away from home, and I'd be home away from home kind of thing, and they would all share the same floor. And Gene Simmons is hilarious. He would constantly play tricks on me and joke with me, call me up. He'd go to a different room, call me up, and he'd change his voice, and he would joke around with me, and I'm just like I don't know, it's you, dweeb. And he was hilarious. I mean, so funny. And they weren't demanding. They didn't ask for weird, stupid things. They just wanted to relax and have fun. And that's what I made sure that would happen. And they wanted privacy. And, I'd make sure that they're, that they had privacy if they wanted to go out to eat, clear their path, So it was a nice time. It was a nice time to get to know them, hang around them.
Is that really hard to maintain for something as big as Kiss? Like it's not like Gene in particular can blend in real well. Like Gene's not gonna blend in. He doesn't. I don't think he really likes to blend in some ways.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, everybody wants to have a meal in peace. Like everybody wants to be able to sit down and have a dinner, or if they're with a loved one or whatever, or they're having a meeting. Like if I'm having a meeting with just you and we're at a restaurant having a meeting that we've set up together, we're there for a purpose. We don't want to be harassed or bothered or whatever, for whatever reason. And theirs is on next level. So.
Yeah. Well, Paul was wanting to spend some time with his lovely lady, and he just, they all kind of just needed that unwinding time, just to relax, and that was good. Got to know them on that level because I grew up with my cousins listening to them, and I would sit there and stare at them going, what the heck is that on the screen? Oh my God, I'm terrified. Until I learned to like some of their stuff. And so for me, it wasn't like I'm some crazed fan, like, oh my God. I think they enjoyed it. I treated them like everybody else, joked with them, and just, I think this is the side where I see most of whenever I do come across a celebrity, is that moment where they're just kind of like letting go and not having to perform.
Right.
That's most of the side I see because I've never been to a concert. I've never gone to really those things like that. So where I'm seeing them on stage like that. And so when I get to see them or know them, it's just casually, speaking face to face. And
as when you're handling them, it is a different thing because it's over a longer period of time. So you start to just get to know them, and you start to get to know them as people and their quirks and their wants and desires, things like that. And
I will say,
even doing media, you quickly can pick up on some of those nuances very, very rapidly. And public persona is usually significantly different in some way.
Oh, a lot. And that's one of the things that I go into whenever I do meet somebody is that they're totally different people while they're on stage and whatnot, and you don't know them. You don't
Right.
know who they are. You know from what you see and what you think, but you don't really know them. And so that's why you treat them like you would anybody else, because you don't really know them. I will have to say is the one thing I'm grateful for is Jean was very protective of me, and I was having trouble with someone on the staff that wouldn't take no for an answer.
Mm.
And Gene was so awesome. And he says, I'm going to take care of this. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to. He took care of it and did it in a Gene way. I want to say Gene way, but then people would think it was like some crazy man or something. He made his point, he got it across, and that was it. And he said, if you have problems with anybody else, you come to me. And I was like, that just warmed my heart. I just felt really, and I say this because people assume that they're these wild, crazy guys, and they would have all these parties and all these women and drugs, and they have a reputation, but they're nothing like that. And gosh, I hope they don't hear me saying that, because they're like, you're ruining our reputation, telling us we don't have a bad reputation.
Well, and there were probably times they've been transparent over the years where there are times where they were like that, but not all the time, and maybe not, and you grow out of some of that. At some point, you're like, okay, all right, been here, done that, and this blows up in your face, and that blows up in your face, and stuff like that. So so we end up with saw them at Donington Rock Festival in 1988. No Makeup. I remember the No Makeup tour. I didn't see them then, but I remember the tour. No Makeup tour. Some people didn't care for the No Makeup tour, and that was interesting. Yes, that is interesting. It's definitely different. People definitely had I remember the first. Well, that was the first time. I remember a time there was a magazine cover or something they did without makeup, and the reaction was very divided on some of that stuff. It was very interesting. You went through a phase of not wearing makeup, and I saw them with full makeup later. Okay, very, very cool. Very cool. Different people seeing different shows, seeing different things. Marie could see through, I think is what meant to say there, the makeup. I think that was, she was part of KISS. Yeah, she was accepted into the group. You have to assume most rock stars are not the same in real life. Don't put them on a pedestal. You'll be disappointed. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. And I've got a photo of me somewhere in full KISS makeup. Fancy dress party. Okay. All right. Take it. And kids and my brother dressed up like Axl and Slash and did a music video. Oh, we should see that. Awesome one. Yes. And I think KISS took the makeup off when Bon Jovi did their thing. Maybe. It was probably around that time. Yeah, definitely late 80s. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Right?